now. Don't ever think of that.
Okay. From July 1st, virtual classes will be
Virtual
starting in
classes.
this.
Because the classes cannot be postponed, no? Otherwise, you will forget everything. Your
Yes,
studies have
ma'am.
to go on. And you know about this, the virus is increasing day by day, so there won't be any college now.
Yes,
At least for
ma'am.
this semester, you will not have.
Yes,
Maybe
ma'am.
for practical, that may be some plan.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, I just asked about the choice based. I think that is also you will be selecting it only after the college starts. The subject
Okay, ma'am.
selection, subject and faculty selection. Totally, how
Okay, ma'am.
many credits per semester for you? Like how many credits you have
Around
to take?
25, ma'am. Semester.
25 credits, including all
Yes,
training and other things. Okay, training you don't have. Sorry, that's for first year.
maybe no. Ma'am.
Overall, 25 credits. Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, ma. Others, please give me your roll numbers. Those who came now. Chandra Kirtila.
Yes, ma'am. 134.
133, ma'am.
134, 133. Harshita.
Yes, ma'am.
160, ma'am.
160.
Yes, ma'am.
Meena.
Yes, ma'am.
188, ma'am.
Malar. Malar, what is the roll number?
142, ma'am.
Anyone else left out?
Ma'am, 188, ma'am.
Prasanna Lakshmi. Yeah, I just not
Yes,
gave.
ma'am.
That's it. Naveen, what's the roll number? Naveen? Naveen?
Ma'am,
186, am I right? 180, yeah. Naveen
one
Kumar.
132, ma'am.
Oh, it's not 186.
Mm.
Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi 152. Mahalakshmi, roll number 152, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Mukesh. Mukesh. Mukesh, roll number, please. Mukesh K.
170.
175. Okay. Maria. Naveen. Ah. Please tell your registration number, all of you, those who are not given so far.
175, ma'am.
175, I think already you said. Mukesh. Yeah, Mukesh, I have taken it.
Okay.
Maria.
Ma'am, 143 present, ma'am.
Maria is this one, 143. Lekashri. Maria
Yes,
is
ma'am.
Maria 156.
156. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Others. Jashwant. See, Naveen Kumar. One more Naveen has entered just now.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number, please.
187, ma'am.
187. There is one more Naveen. 186. Naveen. Naveen Kumar MK. What's the registration number? Naveen Kumar MK. Yes, ma. You type it otherwise if it is not clear. Jashwant, what is your roll number?
I'm 125, ma'am.
125. 125 or 35?
125.
I don't have 125 here. The number is starting from 131. Okay, anyhow, you give me your number. Maybe you were in the last class.
Okay.
You attend this, I will give you this. 125.
Okay, ma'am.
Others, those who entered now, please give me your registration number.
167, ma'am.
157. Fazil, I have taken it.
167.
Yes, Fazil, your name is there. I have taken it. Lokeshwari. Lokeshwari also is there. Okay, 145. Any other person? Pending? I'll read out one by one. Now you tell me. First is Naveen Kumar Raju, 132 present.
Present.
133 Harshita present. 130.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll just read out. If your name is missing, you can tell. 134 Chandra Kirtana. Then 142 Purinchi Mallar. 143 Lekashri. 145 Lokeshwari. 152 Mahalakshmi. 156 Maria. 160 Meena. And then Jashwant. Then here 161 Meenakshi. I'm sorry, 161. No, not that. That's previous one. So here it is Mohammed Fazil 167, and then 174 Mohammed Mustaq, Mukesh 175, 185 Prem Sai, Naveen Kumar MK. I have a doubt. 186. Is Naveen Kumar present? Because totally there are 3 Naveen Kumar who are
Yes, ma'am. 186.
present. Then 187 Naveen Kumar, 188
Yes,
Prasanna
ma'am.
Lakshmi. That's it. Malavika. Malavika, what is the roll number? Malavika roll number? Hello. Malavika, what is the roll number? If someone else knows, also can tell. 153, I think so. Okay, fine. That's all today. Very less students. Chaitu Moria. What is your roll number, Chaitu? I think it's Chaitanya. Chaitanya roll number.
171, ma'am.
171.
Ma'am, 153, ma'am. Hello? 153, ma'am. Malavika.
Yeah, I taken already.
Yes.
Very less students today. Reddy Pushpalata. What's your roll number? Pushpalata.
131, ma'am.
131.
131.
First person. Yeah, okay. So I think almost I taken it. Now I'll start doing the class then. Rishita. Rishita, roll number. Rishita.
172, ma'am.
So, what did we do last class? Hello? Hello? At least one of you answer, please. I think we have done all these problems. Yes, ma'am. What did we do last class? And what?
Ma'am, you told you will teach us the basics of time and work, ma'am.
Oh, okay then. Time and work.
Yes, ma'am.
See, I have different issues. Previous class, they were asking why you're teaching concepts. It is already done in the class, so we don't want that. I said it's based on the class. Whatever they're asking, I'm going to do that. But all other classes are asking for concept except for this ECV batch. Okay then. Shall I start with time and work? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Time and work. And I want you to answer as I told you. When I see this board, I will not be able to see anybody because I can see only the board here. And I don't know whether you all are there or not. So please keep answering.
Okay, ma'am.
Time and work, there are three types. One is like when you are given individual efficiency. That is one type you have. And the other one is group problem. Group of people doing the work. That means the group efficiency is given. They don't give individual efficiency, like group of people doing, each person will be doing at the same rate. And the third is a tank problem. The tank filling and discharging water. So this and this are almost same. There won't be much difference, but this is completely different. For this, I normally use this formula, MDH by W. This men into day into hours by the work done is constant. So when you use this one, you get the answer easily. So group problem is not that difficult. It's going to be very simple. Only the logic you have to understand. Okay. So this we will see that later. Now individual efficiency. So when you go for individual efficiency, that will start now. I'll give you the basic problem and then I'll go for my method, what I use. I want you to understand that method. So in case you feel that your method is better, you would like to follow only that, I don't have any issues for that. But now try to understand the method which I'm going to tell you. Harshita. Harshita, what is the roll number?
133, ma'am.
Harshita, somebody has given your roll number. It's already present. Great. Okay. So here.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
163 present, ma'am.
163?
Present.
I think that's a mistake I did. Harshita, you're Harshit Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
There I given attendance. Fine. Good that you reminded me. Okay, fine. Here, individual efficiency, when I do, we are going to consider like minimum of like two persons like A and B working, and you have to just find out the different problems. This is the simplest problem which can be asked in time and work is any two-person working. So, and then you have to see like together when they do it, how much time they are going to do it, take to finish the work. That is the simplest form. So normally, one thing you have to understand about this direct proportion, indirect proportion. If you say a person A can complete the work in 2 days. Okay. If A can complete the work in 2 days, then one day how much of work will he do? A person is going to have some kind of a work. He is going to handle that work and finish it in 2 days, and we can consider that the rate is same both the days. So in that case, in one day, how much of work will he complete?
1 by
How much?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. So because every day he'll do half the work, 2 days he'll complete work. If A can complete the work in 3 days, per day how much will he do?
1/3, ma'am.
1/3 part of the work he will do. So this is a basic thing. That means as you keep increasing the time, the work done also will be more. As you keep increasing the time, like 3 days he'll do complete work. If it is 1 day, 1/3, the work is also reduced. So work and the time is directly proportional to each other. Okay. And similarly, when you keep increasing the number of men, the number of days comes down. So the number of men and the number of days are inversely proportional. Suppose I say that the 2 men can complete the work in 1 day. That is about the people, like 2 men can complete the work in 1 day. Then 1 man can complete the work in how many days? When 2 men can complete the work in 1 day, 1 man can complete the work in how many days?
2 days, ma'am.
2 days.
So you can see that as the number comes down, the number of men comes down, the number of days increases. So number of men and number of days are inversely proportional. When I say direct proportion, I can say A by B. We'll write it as division. So when I say when A by B is some constant, some value, say for example, if I say this is 8. So what can be your value here? This can be 8, this can be 1. Right. So when I say this is 16, what is your B? If I say A is 16, B will be 2. 16 by 2 is 8. So when you say A by B is equal to 8, as you keep increasing A, your B also increases. So you can just say that this, if it is 80, then this is going to be 10. So when you can see that this is increased, this also increased. Therefore, whenever I write it as a division like this, we can say they are directly proportional. Okay. But if I write it as AB is equal to 8, if this is 8, this is 1. If this is 4, what is this?
2. 2, ma'am.
Who is this person? Chetan. Chetan, what is your roll number? Chetan, please give me your roll number. So if this is 4, this is going to be 2. So you know that as you keep decreasing this, this will increase. So you can see one decreases, the other increases. So these two are now, in this case, we can say this is indirectly proportional. Okay, inversely proportional or indirectly proportional and inversely proportional. So this is a difference, so A by B and this one. Okay. So we are going to use all this here. So that you have to keep in your mind when it increases or decreases, because sometimes I've seen that the reverse answer will be there. So that part alone, you please understand what is direct proportion, what is indirect proportion. Okay. So now we'll start this problem. If I say that A can complete the work in some days, so we consider this as like 5 days, and B can complete the same work in 8 days. So when they both work together, how long will it take to complete the work? Logically, I mean, I don't want the exact answer. Can you at least guess and tell me what can be the answer? Simply. Don't do
1
anything.
by 5 plus 1 by 8.
Just now I said I don't want the calculation. So you're all used to that mathematical calculation only, and then you are not applying the logic behind it. So I just approximately am saying that you know that one person will complete the work in 5 days, another person in 8 days. Approximately what can be the answer without calculation? I'm not asking you to do around 6 days. Okay. And any other person?
4 days.
4 days. Any other person? Okay, ma'am. You say 6 days or 4 days. Good. At least you have guessed something which is smaller than this. So you can't have something which is higher, because when A alone can complete in 5 days or B alone can complete in 8 days, together when they do it, it is going to take less time, not more time, because they will be sharing the work and doing it. So it's going to be lesser than that. But you said 6 also. So 6 also, you can see that 6 is greater than 5. So definitely 6 is not the right answer. 4 can be the answer. Anything lesser than this. Normally, the shortcut what you do is almost, suppose I say both are having the same rate. Like A can complete in 5 days, B also says I can complete in 5 days. When they do it together, what will happen? When A says I can complete the work in 5 days, B says I can also complete the work in 5 days. So together when they do it, how much time it will take? No calculation, please. Don't do any calculation. I want only logic. then A alone can complete the work in 5 days. Monday to Friday, he sits and completes the work. Similarly, B also, if suppose he is doing individually, Monday to Friday, he'll come and sit and do the work. Now, both are available. It's the same work. How long it will take?
2 days. 2.5 days.
2.5. Why 2.5 days? Even 2 days is good, man, not bad. Because you have come very close to that. The thing is, when they both have the same efficiency, that means you are going to share that equally. The work is there and you have same efficiency. So what will happen? Every day you both will be doing similar work, same kind of work, and the output will be same from both of you. So you will be taking half of the work and he will also take half of the work. When the complete work is done in 5 days, half of the work will be done in 2.5 days, right? So 2.5 days. So 2 also is almost nearer to that. So you can see that he will only take half, and do. But the same thing here when you consider this part, here it is not exactly half because they both are not having the same efficiency. But at least you can go for a guesswork. When you consider half of this is going to be 2.5 days. When you consider this as half of this is 4 days, right? But it is like when both are having 5 days as the rate, it is exactly 2.5. Imagine that both are having 8 days as the rate. What will happen then? Both are having 8 days. Then it's going to be 4. So that means in this case, both are very fast, completing in 5 days. In this case, both are very slow, completing in 8 days. So when they are the very fast, it's going to be 2.5 days. When they are very slow, it's going to be 4 days. So therefore, the value here, you know that one is fast, the other is slow. So the answer should lie between these two. It has to lie between 2.5 and 4, somewhere in between. That will do the calculation. This logic alone, I want you to understand this. When together they are going to go for part of the work, not the complete work. So part of the work means definitely this is not going to be 5 days. It's going A will be working for less than 5 days. And similarly here also B will not work for 8 days. It will be less than that. And how less it is going to be? When you consider the fastest rate is going to be 2.5. Slowest rate is 4. So it has to lie between these two somewhere. We don't know exactly it's going to be in the middle or not. That is not sure. But it has to be between these two. Is this logic clear? And now you go for calculation. As per what calculation you were saying is, because you are only doing the calculation, you have to understand the logic why we are doing it. A is going to do complete the work in 5 days. Then one day A will do 1/5 of it, because 5 days is going to work. He is going to divide the entire work into 5 parts, and every day he'll do 1 part. So it's going to be 1/5 of the work. Similarly, B will do 1/8 part of the work. As he's going to divide the entire work into 8 parts, each day he'll do 1 part. So it's going to be 1/8. So together, when you see in 1 day time, this is the work to be produced. So which is nothing but 8 plus 5 divided by 8 into 5. Part of the work is done in 1 day. And to complete the entire work, you're bringing this to the other side. Entire work means we need only W. So you have this part, so you take it to the other side. So W is equal to 8 into 5 divided by 8 plus 5 days. How much is this? 40 by 13. It's almost how much? 3 point something, right? 40 by 13 is what? 3 point something. 0 something, right? So it's going to take approximately 3 days. Not exactly 3 days, approximately 3 days. Is this part clear? If you say yes, then I'll proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is how you do the calculation, right? Why I didn't calculate here, why I have written this is one of the shortcut you have. When you have this condition like A can complete in A days or A hours, whatever it is, B can complete the same work in B hours. Together, how long will they take? The shortcut here is AB by A plus B. And this, just remember one thing, this is only for A and B doing together the entire work. This will not hold good for other problems. Only when A is given, B is given, together they are completing the work, then you can directly go for AB by A plus B. Is that clear? That's the reason I have written here. This is what you have done here, right? 8 into 5 by 8 plus 5. The actual calculation, whatever you are doing, you are going to get only this. So any value given to you, I still have not come to my method. This is a normal method which normally you can see in any book given, and the shortcut is AB by A plus B only for the two persons doing it together. Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Then you tell me now answer for, if A can do it in 3 hours, B can do it in 4 hours. Together, how long will they take? If A can do it in 3 hours, B can do it in 4 hours. Together, how long will they take to complete the work? Arey, why should you take so much? You tell me only the fraction. I don't want the actual answer.
7 by 12, ma'am.
Is it 7 by 12?
12 by 7.
Is it 7 by 12?
12 by 7.
See, now say I'm making that mistake. Is it 7 by 12 or 12 by 7?
12 by 7.
3 into
12 by
4
7.
3 plus 4. The shortcut which I have given here, this one, use this. 3 into 4 by 3 plus 4. Or logically, if you say exactly where I'm giving you a big number, okay, and now you know that calculation will take long time. So in that case, what will be an approximate value? Now I'll tell you. A can complete the work in 18 days. B can complete the same work in 24 days. Together, how long will it take? Short, immediate answer. Approximate value. I don't know exact value. So what can be the value? Which range it will fall in?
9 to 12.
Very good. 9 to 12. Because half of 18 is 9. Half of 24 is 12. The value should lie between 9 and 12. That's enough. Because you have the multi-choice answers, definitely one of the answers may lie between those two. So you can pick that. If there are two answers, then you need to calculate. How to calculate? How to calculate? 18 into 24 by 18 plus 24. What is 18 plus 24? 42. So it's going to be a fraction, not that easy. So 18 into 24 by 18 plus 24 is nothing but 42. So in this one, which one you can go? You can put it in 6. 6, this is 7 times. This is 3. So this is how much? 72. 72 by 7. Approximately it's going to be 10 point something. Correct. 10 times goes, balance is 2, the 10.2. Approximately 10.3, we can say. If you want to go for the exact calculation. Otherwise, just now one of you answered, right? I don't know who is that. You said 9 and 12. That's the answer. The minute you get this kind of question and you see in the answer choice, one is lying between 9 and 12, you pick that answer. That's it. You don't have to go for calculation. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now I'll go for my method, what I have to teach you. And here again, you don't have to use your pen. Maybe starting, I'll teach you this. Can you see the board? Okay.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Let me go for the same problem.
Okay, ma'am.
What did I give? 8, 5 and 8. I'll do the same problem. 5 days. I'll keep it in terms of hours. That's easier. A can do it in 5 hours and B can do it in 8 hours. So you just now saw the answer is together. They can do it in 5 into 8 by 5 plus 8. Okay. And that is approximately 13, 3, almost 3 point something. Okay. So now what I do is the process which I do, we are keeping this work as W and doing it, right? Last one we have seen that everywhere I'm keeping as a W and doing. And now I'm going to give a number for this. Using that number, we are going to work out with only numbers, adding and subtracting so that becomes easier. Because the work is not given, I can assume my own value. So can anyone guess what can be the number? The total work, whatever is given here, I'm going to split this into some part. For example, in the last problem, I told you that this person, the first person is going to split this work into 5 parts because he's going to complete in 5 days. So each day he will do 1 part. This person is going to divide this work into 8 parts and each day he's going to do 1 part of it. So 1/8 of the work. Similar thing, I need a value which is going to be, the previous one I said he's going to divide into 5 part, he's going to divide into 8 part, but now I'm going to have both as a common value. So what is that common value? Can anyone guess in how many parts this work can be divided?
13.
Why 13? Oh, you're adding this. Sorry. It's actually a multiplication. Good guess, actually. Whatever you are done, you are taking this 5 part, you are taking this 8 part, and you are taking this as 13 part. But when you have 13, when you are dividing by like 5 part, when you have to divide, it's going to be a fraction. So it's not a multiplication. It's not an addition, it's a multiplication. So normally we do as LCM of the given data. I don't know whether I have taken class for you, but in the class I keep saying always, any percentage problem, any fraction problem, whenever it comes, the shortcut is go for the LCM of the denominator or LCM of the given data. From there you proceed. So what is LCM of 5 and 8? 40?
40.
So we are dividing the whole work into 40 units. I call this as a units. Entire work, whatever you have, instead of dividing as a 5 part or dividing as a 8 part, I'm going to divide that as 40 parts. Okay, like the previously somebody answered, right? Almost that's the same thing. But the only thing is we have to take the multiple instead of adding. The second is you have to go for the individual rates in terms of units. Individual rates of the persons. Because it is given in terms of time, right? He can complete in 5 hours, he can complete in 8 hours. Whereas the total work we are taking in terms of units. Therefore, this also to be converted as units. And to use this, to complete this, okay, I'll give you an example here. If A can do 5, in 5 hours, A can complete 40 units, correct? Because the work is nothing but 40 units. A is going to complete that in 5 hours. So in 1 hour, how many units A can do? Yes? In 1 hour, A can do how many units?
8 units, ma'am.
40 by 5. But sometime you might have a doubt whether to multiply or divide. For that, what I will do is, similarly, B can do 8 hours. He can do 40 units means 1 hour A can do, the person can do 40 by 8, 5 units. Instead of doing this calculation, what I will do here is, I'm going to use this T. The T meaning is, this is a total work, this is a time, this is a rate. So total unit is nothing but time into rate. So there are 3 components here: total work, time, rate. Product of time and rate is nothing but total work. Out of these 3, if any 2 is known, you fill only those 2 and find the third one. Suppose I know time and total work, I can find the rate by dividing this by this. If I know this and this, then I can find the time by taking this by this. So this is something which you're going to use it. Individual rate, when you do rates, when you have to find out, I don't have to see what the problem asked. I just have to take only the data given here. Based on the data, I'm going to take the total units, and based on the data, I'm going to find the individual rate of A and B. So A will be doing this entire 40 units. Now everything in terms of units. So A is going to entire 40 units, and given in the problem is he is going to take 5 hours. Similarly, B is going to do this entire 40 units in 8 hours. So what should be this value?
8.
8. And here is going to be 5. So now I can say that the entire problem, whatever you are going to do, you are not going to consider this 5 and 8. We have converted everything in terms of units. So the further whatever you do, the problem will be based on only these 3 values. The problem itself we have taken as A, there are total 40 units, and A can do 8 units every 1 hour, and B can do 5 units every 1 hour. That is a problem. Okay. So you don't have any other kind of a, I mean, these 2 problems are like a basic thing. You're making it ready to start the problem. So before starting the problem, you have to find the total unit and the rates. And now come to the problem. The problem says that A and B are going to work together. They are not splitting anything. So when A and B are going to work together, then you have to put 1 T here. They are going to complete the entire unit. So how much is the unit? 40. That's given in the problem. I can't say every time this will be given. For this particular problem, because they are going to do it together and complete the work, that means 40 is given here. What can you fill here? Right. Can anyone guess what can be filled here?
13, ma'am.
13, good. Because A will be doing 8 units, B will be doing 5 units. Together they can complete 13 units. Good. Therefore, you know two of them, the third can be founded directly. 40 by 13. This is what we had the answer, right? What is this? The same answer. But this method, you may feel that this was very simple. Why should I go for this? But this method is applicable for any complicated problem. So I'll give you another problem now. Is this clear? The important thing is you have to see that these two steps are irrespective of the problem. The minute you see the data, and data also can be in any way. The data is given, based on that you finish up these two steps. Then when you come to the third step, that should be according to the problem. Okay. So instead of going to the next page, I would like to do it here itself, the next step. This is one problem. Okay. The second problem is, I'm going to give the same rate. A can do it in 5 hours. B can do it in 8 hours. A starts the work and A will be working for 1 hour. After that, B joins. Okay, B, I'm not writing the whole thing, please understand. After that, B joins. So B then complete, they both together complete the work. A and B complete the work. Okay. Now the question is, how long was B working? Or what was the time taken by B to complete the work? A and B to complete the work. I'll repeat the question. A can do it in 5 hours, B can do it in 8 hours. A starts the work. After 1 hour, B joins. That means A is working for 1 hour. After that, B joins and they complete the work. How long will they take to complete the work? Can anyone proceed at least? You step by step, you tell me that, sir. What is the first step? Come on, just say something, because I want you to understand the logic. Initially, it may be tough, but after 2-3 problems, then you will know clearly, like you can do by yourself. What is total work here?
40 units.
LCM of 5 and 8. As I told you, irrespective whatever it is, that's going to be 40. Good. Second step. You have to find A's rate and B's rate. So 40 you have to fill as such. And the time given is 5. The time given is 8. Therefore, this is going to be 8. This is going to be 5. So these two steps mandatory. When you come to the third step, how many parts are there now? Like initially, in the previous problem, I given that A, B together complete the work. So there was only one part. But now there are 2 parts in there. A is going to work separately. And after that, A, B are going to work together. Right? Is it clear? So when there are 2 parts, I need to put 2 T's here. One is for only for A, because A is going to work all alone for 1 hour. That's given in the problem. And then A and B are going to work together after that. How many hours? That's what you have to find out. Okay. So now I can't fill this because A is not going to do the entire work. I can't fill this. But what else can be filled here?
8 hours. 8 units.
Rate can be filled. Good. Rate is one thing immediately you can fill the minute you put this T. So what is the rate of A and B together? What is the rate of A and B together?
13.
13. A is 8 and B is 5. Good. So these two are known. Can I fill this one?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this value?
8.
8. Because two are already filled, so third can be filled directly. So what do you mean by this 8?
Work done by A alone, ma'am.
That is, A alone has completed 8 units out of
40.
40. So the 40 was there. In that, 8 is already completed by A. So what is the balance left out? 32. So who will do this 32? A and B together. So what is the time taken by A and B? What is the time taken by 32 by 13? That's all. That is the answer. So of course that you can just find out. That is 2 times 26. Balance is 6. Point 0 here. So how much this is? 4 times 52. Enough. 8 is there. So 6. So 2.46 hours you can say. Or if you really want to do it in a proper way, I have to take it as 32 by 30. In terms of minutes and hours, if you need it, because that calculation is required for this, you might be given answers in different way. So it's going to be 32 by 13. 32 by 13 is nothing but 2 hours, and the balance left out is 6 by 13. Multiply this into 60. Again, you find out how many minutes. Then again, remove the balance, multiply into seconds. That way you have to do it. I don't feel like doing that now. This is clear, this part. So this becomes easier when you do it separately like this. You're not applying any logic, no brain work. It is just filling the values. Is that clear? The template has to be made ready now. The 2 steps and how many is required, and fill the rates here, whatever according to that, like rates are required. And then you fill the balance value, what is given in the problem. Automatically you'll get the answer. Will you do one more problem?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll give you different values. A can complete the work in 12 hours. B can do the work in 15 hours. A starts the work, A will be working for 2 hours. Then B joins, and then A and B together work. And then final stage, A leaves. Let me write it here. A leaves 1 hour before the completion of the work. Okay. How long was B working? First thing is you have to understand the problem. Then you proceed. What is given here? Did you understand the last sentence which I given? A leaves 1 hour before the completion of the work. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? A leaves 1 hour before the completion of the work.
B has to work alone for 1 hour now.
Good. Last 1 hour, B alone is working. The problem will be like this. A is working for 2 hours alone, then A, B are working, then finally B is working for 1 hour alone. So instead of saying finally B is working for 1 hour alone, I have said that A leaves 1 hour before the completion of the work. So now you have to tell this. Calculate and tell me now what to do. हाँ बताइए. हाँ. ठीक है, मेरे को बता देना क्या पूछना है, मैं उनको फोन करके पूछ लेती हूँ, लेकिन अभी क्लास में हूँ. एक मिनट 12:30 के बाद में बोलना, क्योंकि अभी क्लास चल रहा है मेरा. ठीक है, हाँ फोन करना बाद में. Yeah, please tell me. So what you have to do here is first step. Tell me the first step. It's like a template. What are the 3 steps you have? Always you have only 3 steps. The first step is, I'll just put the template, total work. Okay. The second step is, how many are there? Only 2 people. So you need 2 T's. Right? What is the third step? Can anyone say about the third step? Hello.
How long A alone work?
How many are there, ma'am? Third step. How many T's I had to put?
2.
Your voice is very, very feeble. Yeah, can you tell again, please tell me how many T's I had to put here?
2. 3, ma'am.
Okay, what is the first one? What is the first one, ma?
A alone.
A alone. Good. A alone. And then
A and B.
A and B. Then that's all.
B alone.
And then why did you say 2? It's 3, right? Because I given 3 part in the problem. First part is this one, second is this one, and the third is this one. So there are 3 part in the problem. So you will have 3 T's. This is what you have to fill. And what else is given here? Can you fill all this? What is given here? A is going to work for how many years? 2. Finally, B is working for how long? 1. And this is what you have to find out. Right. So now you start filling. The thing is, first, if you identify all this and write it, it's just filling the values. Is that clear now? I have put total work here. The second step, individual rate. There are only 2 people, so 2 T's. And the third step, that there are 3 parts in the problem, so 3 T's. And also given time, I'm writing it. A will be doing for 1 hour. A will be doing for 2 hours. B will be doing for 1 hour. So fill those values, and this time you have to find out. Now you fill one by one. What is this? LCM of 12 and
15.
yeah, how much is that?
180.
60. 60, ma'am.
But in case you are making mistake of going for 180 or something 120, doesn't matter, because it's not like they're asking you for LCM. Only thing is, if the number is small, it's easy for you to calculate. By mistake, if you are going for 180, doesn't matter. You can proceed with that. Next. What you should do here? You see this problem. What you have done here? Is that clear? This one you remember or not? What you have done? Now you tell me what you should do here.
Total work is 16.
This has to be filled as total work is
60, ma'am.
here
16.
60. What else is given here? What can you fill?
In 12 hours, one time.
Good. This is given as 12. And how about this?
15.
15. So what's the rate here?
5.
5 and this is 4.
4.
So what are the values you're going to use further? This 5, this 4, and this 60. Remaining all others, whatever is given, you're now going to use all that. So we have done almost everything here. You just have to fill wherever the blank is there, right? So what can you fill here?
5.
5. So what can you fill in the other one? Second one. இல்ல கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன் நான் அப்புறம் கால் பண்ணுவா இல்ல நான் பண்றேன் கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கேன் பண்ணு. So what is this one?
9.
Good. What is this one?
4.
4. So what you can fill here?
10.
10. What you can fill here?
4.
This you can't fill, right? Because only one known, 2 are unknown. You can't fill this. So what else you can do? How many units got over as per this logic? 10 plus 4 is already over. 14 is over out of
60.
what's the balance left out?
36.
46. Right. So who will do this 46 units?
A and B together.
A and B together. So what's the time given here? 46 by 9. Even this is what I said. 46 by 9 means so how many times? 5 hours. Left out is 1 by 9. Correct. 46 by 9 when you divide 45. 5 times it goes. Remaining is 1. 1 by 9. Convert this into minutes by multiplying into 60. So 5 hours. And this how many times will this go? 6 times. 6 minutes. 6 times is 54. Balance is 6 again. 6 by 9. Is it 6 by 9? 6 by 9. What is 6 by 9? 2 by 3. Multiply this into 60 seconds. So which is 40. So it's going to be 5 hours, 6 minutes, 40 seconds. B is going to work for so long. Is it not B is going to work for so long? Both together they are working for so long. If you are asked to find out how long was B working, then you need to add this time like 5 hours, 6 minutes, 40 seconds, plus he also worked for 1 hour. So it's going to be 6 hours, 6 minutes and 40 seconds, right? If the question is asked how long was B working, it is going to be 6 hours, 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Suppose they ask how long was A working, then you need to add 2 more hours with this, because this is common for both. Are you clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
And now without my help you are going to do. I don't want to give any help. I want you to do it. The last problem, we'll see. We still have time. A can do it in 6 hours. B can do it in 8 hours. C can do it in 10 hours. Now there are 3 persons involved. A and B are going to work for 1.5 hours. B and C are going to work for 2 hours. The remaining work is done only by C. Find out the time taken by C. It's very simple, don't complicate. Put the template and then fill. Is the problem clear? Hello, is the problem clear? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you tell me now one by one. Hello?
Total work is 120 units, ma'am.
Good. Now I told you just now. What did I say? First, go only for the template. Total work. Once you finish the template, then you start calculating the values. Next what you're supposed to do? What you're supposed to do?
Find the rate is in T.
So how many T's you have to put here?
3.
One is for A,
B.
one is for B, and the last one is for C. Then next is third step. Third step, how many T's will come?
A and B, ma'am. A and B,
A and B,
B and C,
B and C. Last
and
one,
alone C, ma'am.
C alone. Good. That's all. If you fill these values, you'll get the answer, right? So I don't want you to get confused, because I've seen many people jumping to conclusion, going to the second step, trying to solve all that. That is not the shortcut. You have this template clearly. This is only for the initial stage, ma'am. Once you start doing it, this template will be there in your mind. Like when I do it, I don't write all these things, but I have in my mind, this is the template, that's all. And then I do the calculation. So initially, I want you to do this one. Okay. So what is LCM?
120.
Good. 120. So what you are supposed to do here first?
Total work 120, ma'am.
All 120 you have to
All
write.
120.
This is finding the individual rate in terms of, this is not actually done. This is only the rate we are finding out. What is the speed of their work? That's it. Then this has to be, as per the given data, you are filling this.
10.
Okay. So this is going to be 12, 15, and this is 12. So, and then mark it. First thing is you mark what is required. 120 is required, 12 is required, 15 is required, and 12. All other values not required. Leave it. And then go to the problem and see what is given in the problem. These two steps normal thing. Every time you're going to do this without seeing the problem. Now you go to the problem and see what is given here. For the
Ma'am,
problem,
A alone 20, ma'am, the rate.
I made a mistake. Yeah, good. Thank you so much. Yeah. Good. In fact, I wanted this only. If I do mistake, I wanted somebody to find out this 20. Good. And now you tell me, ma, what you're supposed to fill in the next one.
35.
This, what is this one, ma? Given in the problem. Yeah, either this or this you can fill, whichever you want. First thing is we'll fill this. So AB together is how much?
35.
35. BC together is
27.
C alone is
12.
and what is given in the problem? Read that. This one is
1.5 hours.
1.5 hour. I can write it as 3/2. This one is
2 hours.
and this is what you have to find out. Okay. So you fill this. So what is 3 into 35? 3 into 35 is 105.
Right.
By 2 is 52.5. So this is 52.5. How about this?
54.
54. Then what you are supposed to do? What are you supposed to do now? As per the template, you have filled everything. Good. What is the confusion you have?
13.5.
I know, ma, what exactly you're doing. That whatever you said is correct. But exactly what you're supposed to do. Tell me, explain. You got the answer correctly. But I want the explanation because others are watching. So what is the work done by A and B, ma? Work done by A and B is 52.5, right? Work done by B and C is 54. So this is the work done, right? Already, this is completed, and this is the balance to be done. So what is the work done?
106.
106.
So what is the total work actually you have?
120.
Subtract, what's the balance?
13.5.
And that's what he said. Who said that? Who said this? 13.5? Who is that? I don't know the name. That's what I said. I'm not seeing you. I'm seeing only the board.
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya. That's what I was asking. How did you get 13.5? Explain that. You're not telling that. Good. So now the answer is 13.5 divided by 12. When you have a fraction, it's always a confusion. So do one thing. You double this one. The 13.5 double is 27. This is 24. Now you cancel it. In 3, this will go 9 times, this will go 8 times. So what is 9 by 8? You have 1 hour, left out is 1 by 8. Multiply this into 60. So you will have 1 hour. What is this? 7 minutes. 7 into 8 is 56. Left out is 4. So 4 by 8. Again multiply into 60 seconds. This is minutes. So here is going to be 1 hour, 7 minutes. And this is 1 by 2. So that's going to be 30 seconds. So how long was C working finally? 1 hour, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Was it tough? Hello? So it's easy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I normally avoid this doing with the fraction. Any kind of fraction problem comes, first thing is I convert that as an integer so that I can do mind calculation. You don't even need pen for this. You can do it directly. Okay. Is that clear? For just one example, as you have understood this clearly, now I'll give you for 2 values. and I want you to answer without using pen immediately. I don't want the steps also. If A can do it in 6 hours, B can do it in 8 hours. A does for 1 hour, then B joins. A leaves 2 hours before the completion of the work. It's a similar problem. Maybe I'll give the data so that we will not forget. But I don't want you to use any pen. Directly you answer. A can do it in 6 hours, B can do it in 8 hours. A works for 2 hours, I said, correct? No, 1 hour I said, 1 hour. A and B joins, that is B joins. After that, A leaves 2 hours before the completion of the work. That means B is going to work for 2 hours. And I want the answer. AB together are working for how long? That alone you have to find out. So what is the first step you're going to do? Quick. I don't want any pen to be used. I just want you to guess and tell me the answer. What?
24 total.
24 units. The first step is 24 units. Keep that in your mind. Now you have to find the rate of A and B. So what is A's rate?
4, ma'am.
24 by 6. 4. Good. What is the rate of B? 24 by 8?
3.
3. So now keep in your mind only 3 things. There are 24 units. A can do 4 units every 1 hour. B can do 3 units every 1 hour. So initially A is going to work for 1 hour. How many units A will finish?
4.
4. So out of 24, 4 gone. Balance, how much is it?
20.
20. Now come to the last step. B is going to work for 2 hours. So B can do 3 units every 1 hour. So 2 hours, how many units B will finish?
6.
So out of 20, remove the 6 also. What is the balance?
80.
Out of 20, remove 6.
40.
40. Now AB together, what is the rate?
7.
7. So what's the answer?
2.
14 by 7. 2.
2.
That, isn't it easy? Do you need any pen for this? But the T, whatever I said, the T, how to find the rate, all that, if it is there in your mind, immediately you will get the answer. That takes time. That's the reason I said don't avoid putting those T's. Initially, you please put that and then do this, and then gradually you will get this answer. So normally I say for my students never to use pen for doing this time and work problem unless otherwise you have some complicated problem. All the simple problems you can do it immediately, right? I think this is sufficient now.
Yes, ma'am.
But I thought of doing another logic, but that one we'll see that later because I don't want you to get confused with different logic. So you understand one logic clearly. Maybe the next class I'll go for the next one. We have some more. This is only basic problem which are done in time and work. Hope so this is very clear to you. So
Yes, ma'am.
next class we'll continue with the balance.